Hello everybody, it's Andy Mack here, bringing you an update regarding my 15mm Napoleonic project. I'm currently painting the second Prussian Corps, which is fought at the 1813 campaign, which the order of battle I'm using is the one for Dresden, which is 41 battalions of infantry, 32 squadrons cavalry and 112 artillery guns. I do my battalions at approximately 150 scale, so which the battalion size I use on average is about 16 figures for the allies, some slightly more, some slightly less, so my squadrons, a squadron of cavalry would be 3 figures, and obviously the artillery, it's one artillery model for every 2 actual guns that were present. So with the artillery, I'll probably reduce the size of the actual artillery reserve, because I'll equate for each battery that was attached to the field, the battalion, sorry, the brigades. But I'll for the artillery reserve, I'll probably reduce it down to about a third. I think they had about 60 guns in the artillery reserve. Maybe slightly more, I'm not sure, but I'll reduce it down, so that would be obviously 30 guns, so I'll probably then reduce it down to perhaps 16, maybe, yeah, probably about 12 to 16 guns, say 3 or 4 batteries in the Prussian artillery reserve, which will be about half of what it should be, but that'd be fine. So what you can see at the moment, at the front here I've got just some examples of my battalion sizes, but these are the infantry regiments, and the infantry regiments for the Prussian Corps were really the what the rest of the corps was built around in terms of the infantry. So this is the 1st Silesian Regiment, warrior miniatures, quite characterful, but so say once they're on the tabletop, I think they look fine. They are, you get a lot of figures for your buck, and probably some of the cheapest figures that you can get out there for 15mm old school. So the 1st Silesian Regiment is infantry regiment is on the left, and that's one of the battalions there from them. Just give me an idea of the painting. The 2nd Infantry Battalion is, for the Silesian Infantry Battalion, is the one that's in the middle there. It's 3 battalions, sorry, regiment of 3 battalions that's in the middle there. It's 1 Fusilier Battalion and 2 line battalions. West Prussian Infantry Regiment is there, which again is 1 Fusilier Battalion, 2 line battalions. And then the West Prussian 2nd Regiment is on the far right there, which is again 1 Fusilier Regiment, 1 Fusilier Battalion and 2 Musketeer or line battalions. At the back there we've got 4 Landwehr battalions, which is part of the Landwehr Brigade. In the middle again 4 Landwehr battalions, and to the left here 4 Landwehr battalions. Now I've got another 4 Landwehr battalions to get, and each brigade of Landwehr was attached to one of the infantry regiments. And equally at the front here I'm working on the reserve battalions, and so each infantry regiment, so say for instance the 1st Silesian Regiment would have 3 reserve battalions attached to it as well, so it'd have 4 Landwehr, 3 reserve infantry battalions, and that was the same for each of the 4 divisions of the Corps. Also there's cavalry. I think they've got a Cuirassier unit, Cuirassier brigade, and also a Dragoon brigade, and an awful lot of Landwehr Lancers. So yeah, so it's going to be quite a nice corps once done. Putting the order in for the cavalry now, and the some of the cavalry and all the artillery. Sorry, my dog's making a fuss underneath the table. Also here is a Timecast church. I'll just change the camera angle so you can see it, so bear with me. So yeah, here is a new addition to the Timecast range, which is their German church. It's in 10mm, so it's quite big for 10mm, but it's their German church. I think it's 10mm anyway, but it's one new on their range. I usually buy 10mm because I think the footprint's slightly smaller, but I do get for 15mm for churches. Sorry, a 15mm church would just be assumed to be a large church. But yeah, I prefer the 10mm buildings for 15mm figures. Also, Timecast walls. These are good Timecast walls. They come with a gate, and they also. Sorry, my dog was grating there. So these Timecast walls, I think are very good. They come with each of the pillars or buttresses, but at one end they don't have a buttress, so you can quite easily marry them to each other however you want. They also come with these gates, so I'll just prop them up there just to show you the gates. Anyway, they come with 2 metal gates, and I think it's 4 long sections and 4 shorter sections. So shorter sections look like this, and the longer section, you've also got some medium-sized sections, and then you have the long sections. So you certainly get 4 long sections. I think it's 2 small sections and 2 medium sections. Okay, so that's my current progress to my. Sorry, my dog was pulling on the cover. So one of the plans is to do is make this area here, which is a kitchen worktop, and extend it with a few light boards, a foot either side. So I'll probably have then 6 foot by 12 foot. And then obviously my normal playing area, where I've done my practice demo battles, is over here. So I can have my, I think something like a 10 by 6 or 8 by 6 table here, backed up with a 12 by 6 here, and hopefully then I could one day hopefully have all my armies out in one great big battle in the spirit of Dresden or Leipzig. So that will be quite fun. But anyway, I've got to get these Prussians finished first, and then I've got an awful lot of other figures to paint, many of whom are gifted to me, which I'll feature later. But yeah, I want to get all the cores done, and then I can bolster and do some more sort of character units, like I'll do some of the other German states, Saxony, Westphalia perhaps, or yeah, various states. And then also my French, I've got lots of extra French units to paint, and probably another corps, to be honest, to paint for French, and other bits and pieces. So yeah, watch this space. So it's a slow burn project. It's going to take a while, but I hope you stay with me, and I hope you enjoy your projects, and I hope you're keeping well. And I'll say I'll bring you some more bits and pieces when I can. Okay, so but for Andy McLellan with his warrior corps of Prussians from the workbench, that's Andy Mac bidding you a fond farewell for now. Bye for now.